There we go. My fault. Evening, everyone. Now the first graders can do this. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Yes, that is awesome. Thank you very much. My name is Mr. Roth. I am the music teacher at Riley and Longfellow Elementaries. Tonight, the first graders will perform for you things that we do pretty much every day. In the past, they've done like a big program. I think it's more important for you to see what we're doing in class. And so we've worked on a couple things we usually don't do, but the majority of what you're going to see and hear is what we do in class every single day. So thank you very much. I really appreciate if you have cell phones, any kind of smartphone, digital, please turn it off now. Turn the volume off so we don't have to hear it. This will be aired on YouTube. So I know a lot of people like videotaping it themselves, recording it themselves, but you'll be able to watch it there and it'll be a really good view. So please make sure you check that out. It'll also be on the FETV channel as well. So once again, thank you very much for being here. And here are the first graders. So as we're moving the plates, I really wanted to do that last. Same thing with the second grade when we had the second grade performance, but it would take too long to hand them out, do it, and then so we did it first. So that's part of what we call Move It. Every day during class, I play a piece of classical music and we have different motions to it. That one was Swan Lake by Tchaikovsky, and as you can tell, we were kind of enacting what was happening in the story with the plates. The next things that we're going to do really follow what we do in class. So we're going to warm up, since we haven't warmed up our voices yet this evening. We're going to warm up our voices, then we're going to do a couple of echo songs. I'm not going to talk between those, but the first echo song is Trail to Mexico. There will not be any soloists, well, unless you count myself as a soloist. And then we'll do Down by the Bay, which will have a few soloists as well. So we're going to warm up, and then we'll have some echo songs.
Who plays first? Who plays first?
You!
Who plays after me?
Us!
It was in the year of 83 that A.J. Stin son said to me, he said, young fellow, I want you to go and follow my herd to Mexico. It was in the spring time of the year that I took the trail and drove those steers. And it was long and a lonesome go to drive those steers into Mexico.
Me, Bianca, Henry, Dimitri, stop waving, Desiree, no AJ, and Crystal. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Ready?
Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, or if I do, my mother would say, have you ever seen a snake baking a cake?
Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, have you ever seen this bear combing his hair? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, have you ever seen a llama wearing pajamas? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, have you ever seen a whale with a polka dot tail? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, have you ever seen a bee with a sunburned knee? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, Back to my home. Back to my home. I dare not go. I dare not go. For if I do. For if I do. My mother would say. My mother would say. Have you ever seen a fox carrying a box? Down by the bay. Down by the bay. Down by the bay. Where the watermelons grow. Where the watermelons grow. Back to my home. Back to my home. I dare not go. I dare not go. For if I do. For if I do. My mother would say. My mother would say. Have you ever seen a goose kissing a moose? Down by the bay.
Class you in?
I already heard my dad. I can't find my phone. I can't find mine.
I'll talk about the next two things now. We also do what are called finger plays and action songs. We're going to give an example of a finger play now, and this is on a poem, and they do actions with their hands, motions with their hands as they say it. So this is there is a little turtle, and then after that we will be doing kind of a call and response called the telephone. So there'll be a call and response between two students, and then the rest of the students will sing the background chorus. So you hear that as well. So we have, there was a little turtle, and then the telephone.
Silence is over here. It's Silence, then Olivia, then Mason, then Briley, then Brittany, and then Bree. Okay, got it.
It's Olivia.
I have a lot of people moving around. David? Hey, Silence.
I think I heard my name.
Hey, Silence.
I think I heard it again.
You're wanted on the telephone.
Where's Olivia? I'm not home.
Whispering, ding, 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 ding. Oh yeah. Whispering, ding, 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 ding.
Hey Olivia, I think I heard my name. Hey Olivia, I think I heard it again. You want it on the telephone. If it isn't Mason, then I'm at home.
Whispering, ding, 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 ding. Oh yeah. Whispering, ding, 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 ding.
Hey Mason, I think I hear my name. Hey Mason, I think I hear it again. You're wanted on the telephone. If it isn't Bray, then I'm not home.
Whispering, ding, 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 ding. Oh yeah. Whispering, ding, 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 ding.
Hey Briley, I think I heard my name. Hey Briley, I think I heard it again. You're wanted on the telephone. If it isn't Emily, then I'm not home.
Whispering, ding, 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 ding. Oh yeah. Whispering, ding, 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 ding.
Hey Eminique, I think I hear my name. Hey Eminique, I think I hear it again. You're wanted on the telephone. If it isn't Bree, then I'm not home.
Whispering, ding, 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 ding. Oh yeah. Whispering, ding, 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 ding.
Hey Bree, I think you hear my name. Hey Bree, I think I hear it again. You're wanted on the telephone. Hey Mr.
If it isn't. If it isn't Mr. Roth.
If it isn't Mr. Roth, then I'm not home.
With the ring, ding, ding, oh yeah. With the ring, ding, ding.
Hey, Mr. Roth.
I think I hear my name.
Hey, Mr. Roth.
I think I hear it again.
You're wanted on the telephone.
If it isn't my students, then I'm not home.
With the ring, ding, ding, oh yeah. With the ring, ding, ding.
When I was one.
Our next tune, so we did a finger play on a poem. Our next one is called an action song. So as we're singing, there's going to be actions we are doing throughout the song. We also have solos for this too. So here is When I Was One.
You're going to do great, so don't worry about it. You're going to be fine.
Doing a great job focusing. A little while longer. Doing great. When I was one, I ate a bun.
Going over the sea, I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
When I was 2, I buckled my shoe.
Going over the sea, I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
When I was 3, I climbed a tree.
Going over the sea, I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
When I was 4, I shut the door.
Going over the sea, I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
When I was 5, I took a dive.
Going over the sea, I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
When I was 6, I got in a fix.
Going over the sea, I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
When I was 7, I ate a melon.
Going over the sea, I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
When I was 8, I climbed again.
Going over the sea, I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
When I was 9, I tickled my spine.
Going over the sea, I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
When I was 10.
When I was 10, and I started again.
Going over the sea.
I jumped aboard a pirate ship, and the pirate said to me, going, understand attention like a soldier with a 1, 2, 3.
Get back up there. Get back up there.
Oh my God!
Our last tune, we start singing simple songs as well. And simple songs are things that are really catchy, they can learn really quick, but we do them over a few weeks. So this one is When I Was One. We just sang. The next one is I'm Growing Up, which I think is kind of a nice song because they are growing up, and it's one of those times you're like, oh. I would like to say I appreciate the number of people here tonight. Thank you very much. It is awesome you're all here tonight. Please make sure that as they continue through Fostoria Schools, you keep coming back. They're going to do a lot of really cool things here. So please make sure you keep coming back and still have them involved in as much as you can. So once again, thank you very much. And we're going to end with I'm Growing Up.
Way, way
Well, I definitely want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I agree, we have an awesome turnout. So kids, why don't you give your parents a hand for bringing you out tonight? As many of you know that we cannot do this program without Mr. Roth and all the hard work that he puts into it, the teachers and the students. So thank you very much, Mr. Roth.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
What we will be doing for dismissal of the students is I'm going to let parents come up in a few minutes and we'll step aside so you can take pictures of the kids. Then we will close the curtains and I will start dismissing classes to go down either these stairs or these stairs. So at this time you may carefully come on up and take a picture of the kids. You guys stay, okay? Once we close the curtains, we're going to have you sit down and we'll dismiss. Okay.
Take pictures, just smile nicely.